congratulations, you passed. You're going to go back inside to room 19. They're going to give you your temporary license, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Hi friends, Jay Eichmann, Road Test Success. Great drive test coming in from California.
Okay,
We're going to do this test as a
walkthrough
walkthrough tutorial, so I'll be giving coaching tips and tricks as she goes through her driving test. If you'd rather not have those tips, tricks, walkthrough on there, then check the channel. Lots of other videos on the channel that do not have the walkthrough. By this point, the pre-drive checklist would already have been completed. Be sure your vehicle is ready for the test. It would stink to get to your test date. You're prepared, but your vehicle is not. They won't let you test if it doesn't pass the pre-drive checklist. So as we're navigating the parking lot, be sure to show obvious head movements, checking for traffic and pedestrians, using your turn signals, and just letting the examiner know that you are a defensive,
at this intersection, make a
alert
right
driver. They're watching everything you do. The biggest thing that they're looking for is that you are a defensive and alert driver. In all of the videos on the channel, we use the comment section as the forum to encourage each other. So if you have a question or you'd like encouragement, post your test date. We'll wish you luck. So a question we get a lot is, what's the speed limit? And in California, if it is not posted on a business or residential street, the speed limit is 25 miles per hour.
At the stop, make a left turn.
The next question we get is, can I go slower or faster? And the truth is, going too fast will be a critical error, but also going too slow. And the limits are 10 miles per hour. So if you're going 10 miles per hour faster than the posted speed limit, then you can receive a critical error and fail. And if you go 10 miles per hour or more slower than the speed limit, you can also receive a critical error. Both faster and slower are considered a road hazard. So we're in what I would consider a business section of the test.
At this
The
stop sign, make a
examiner
right turn.
is watching for your lane control. Again, watching for your alertness. Be sure you're scanning mirrors, left, right, and rear view mirror. The stop sign, you're stopping behind the stop line, checking for pedestrians and traffic. Proceeding forward if necessary to see that traffic is clear if there was a blind
At the light,
intersection
make a right turn.
obstructed. As you're crossing over that bike lane there, be sure to check your shoulder. That is a lane change, and they're watching for you to check that blind spot over your shoulder. Alertness, head scanning. Accelerate smoothly. Important to be
Make a
up
left
to
lane
speed.
change.
Now on this lane change, you want to let your signal work, accelerate to traffic speed, and move over smoothly. Did you see how abruptly she came over? What I like to say is, if your passenger's eyes were closed, they should not know that you changed lanes. It should be that smooth of a transition. And you do need to be near the speed of traffic. A lot of cars going by her. I don't think that they're going much faster, if at all faster than the speed limit. She's probably going too slow. A lot of new drivers are a little bit nervous about their speed.
Make another left lane change.
Signal, mirror check, over the shoulder check, and smoothly transition when safe. Lane changes are a little bit abrupt here. So as we're cruising down the boulevard here, you do want to show that you're checking scanning mirrors. As you go through intersections, you're showing that you're looking for pedestrians and traffic. This is that place where they're really watching your alertness and defensiveness. So a question we get a lot is how much space between you and the vehicle in front of you, and a couple general rules would be you want to be able to see their tires touching the asphalt in front of you. Another thing to consider is you want to have room to maneuver around them in the event that their car is stalled or disabled.
At the light, make a left turn, get in the far left lane.
Is that one way or two way?
This street is a one-way.
So I like what the student did here. They were unsure on whether or not the street they're turning onto was a one-way or a two-way, and so they asked. That is completely acceptable to ask. The worst that the examiner will say is, I cannot answer. Now, knowing that this is a one-way, that determined how she was going to make that turn. So it was a very good question to ask, and it showed some confidence and courage on her part. So we're coming into some crosswalks here, and notice the pedestrian.
At the next stop sign, make a left turn.
Now, a lot of people think you have to wait until the pedestrian is completely across the street. That is not the case in California. You must yield to pedestrians, but there is nothing in the California law that states the pedestrian must be safely on the sidewalk before you can proceed. So just make sure you're giving good space, safe space to the pedestrians as they're crossing in the crosswalk.
At this stop sign, make another left turn. Pull over and stop at this curb right here.
So we're going to begin the backing portion of the exam. Now, as you pull to the curb, shoulder check, signal. If you pull to the curb without signaling, that is the deduction.
Alright. So this is the backing stop. This is the backing portion of the test. Back up in a straight line. I'll let you know when to stop.
Now, officially, they say you must be within 3 feet of the curb, which is a long distance. I would suggest you do keep a safe distance away because you don't want to hit the curb. Now, technically, it's my understanding that if you hit the curb in California, that is a critical error. So keep a safe distance from that curb. You do need to have your hand over the seat, the passenger seat, and be looking out the back window. We get a lot of questions on whether or not you can use the backup camera. And think of the backup camera as another mirror. Yes, you can check the mirrors, but ultimately when you are backing, you must be looking out the back window.
Okay, that's good. Go ahead and proceed back onto the road.
Now you're signaling. You're going to check over your left shoulder. And when it's safe, move into traffic. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, that backing portion, but there's a lot of room for
At the
critical
light
error
up there,
there.
make a right turn.
Both drivers here are doing a good job on yielding to the pedestrian. Now, as you come through this intersection, you're showing alertness. You're checking left, right, looking for other pedestrians, bicyclists.
Make a left lane change.
All right, smog, signal, mirror checks. Get up to speed, look over your shoulder, and when it's safe, go. You got to make sure you're up to speed when you're making those lane changes. You do not want to be a hazard in that next lane.
Make another left lane change.
All right, now she's up to speed here. You do want to be somewhat patient on those lane changes. Signal, and then let the signal work. About 3 seconds of that signal at a minimum before you start to commit to that lane change. So this student's cruising along. Things are going good. She's probably a bit relaxed now. Don't let your guard down. Stay alert. Scan your mirrors. Now is when someone else can fail the test for you. A car crosses in your lane, some sort of hazard that you don't react to fast enough, so make sure you stay alert.
At that light, left turn.
Alright, we're going to finish strong here. You're checking left-right as you enter this intersection, showing alertness. Turn into the closest lane. Beautiful turn. Nicely done. So you're going to notice a real quick stop here. Does seem like a complete stop, and I've heard comments and students will say, well, you have to make a 3-second stop for it to count. That is not my understanding of the law. The law says you have to make a complete stop and does not give a time duration. So as long as the vehicle did make a complete stop,
At the stop, make a left turn.
then that's considered a good and legal stop.
Make a right into this driveway.
Alright, be sure to check your shoulder for pedestrians in that bicycle lane.
Here.
This is technically crossing lanes right here, and you could fail
Make a
the
sharp
test on
left.
that final turn. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, viewing these videos will help you understand what will be on the test.
Parking
It
one
will
of the
help your
reserve spots
nerves
to the right.
with the test, but ultimately you're going to need time behind the wheel to grow your skills for passing the test.
Okay, congratulations, you passed. You're gonna go back inside to room 19. They're gonna give you your temporary license, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.